Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. GF25F cheated after a 10 years relationship, wouldn't let me go after I found out and tried to fix it. She's currently 1y6m into that relationship with the other guy, long distance. TLDR, 10 years relationship. GF25F cheated, I 24 meters, was kind of an A in the past too, tried to make it work, we went to therapy. Everything was great, check her phone again, found out she never stopped cheating, broke up, she had an epileptic attack, she's pregnant of me, rush her to the hospital, been taking care of her since, I love her but don't trust her no more, she can't let me go and I sort of can also even tough I feel like I've moved on already from this relationship. Sorry if this story is so messed up and badly written just like I am lol. So, since I can't really tell anyone close about this, or gathered up the courage to, I've decided to share my story on Reddit and see if I can find any helpful comments. I'm a 24 meters and have been dating this girl for 10 years. Have to say about myself that I'm one of those shy guys that you can barely make talk. Anyhow, this girl managed to grow into my life, little by little until I finally got the confidence to tell her to be my GF. It's all bunnies and rainbows from this point on, we're very young, still in high school, everything was doing good. After graduating I immediately get into college but she has to start working a full-time job due to money problems. Her father at this point is an alcoholic, so, not reliable in any form and has to see for her little sister too. We have a little more space for each other at this point. I try to go every day to the yogurt shop and make her company for a while. Past a year I get a night shift job 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. After that I went walking to school every day until about 12 to 1 p.m., then train and sleep, so I now just had my weekends to see her and on school at the day cause now she got in. Have to say she's my very first GF and everything I now know, I learned with her. She's always had a really hard time making friends even though she's anything but shy. I started to get a little annoyed that she would only come see me or hang out with me and my friends cause she never made her own friends. I now know this was wrong and shouldn't have been that way. I made many mistakes too along the way. At her job, she had this boss 10 years older than us, a little less maybe, that she got awkwardly close to. I never told her that cause, shy 17 yo me. She would stay late to help close the yogurt shop, he would give her rides home, so yeah, I was a little bit uncomfortable with that and at this point we would spend even less time together. Since she didn't have that much free time like me, I would go to most of the parties I had that time just with my friends. On one of his parties at some guy's house, we all stayed the night in his living room and I slept next to this other girl from my class. Nothing happened, but like some weird vibe started to go between us. Next few parties, both got drunk, go sit on a bench away from everyone, barely staying awake, leaning each other heads together, we kissed and left it like that, no words said. That came to 3 months seeing her behind my GF's back. I came forward to my GF, tell her what I did, and ended up things with the other girl cause I never really felt anything for her. As expected we ended our relationship. For about a week or so, and got back. Everything okay from that point on. She got a job on a gym that I started to go to. Got to say I recently found out she got really close to a guy she met there, they would go out to eat, chat very often and the last thing I knew this guy offered her to move away with her but nothing happened. Part of my mistakes were that I didn't took enough care of our relationship, I got too comfortable, stopped the details, surprises, the little things, you know. But so far we continued and seemed to be happy for the most part. Fast forward 2 years ago, I noticed she started talking with this guy she met on a Facebook group, a few likes here and there, few comments, nothing relevant at that moment, but then started the weird reactions, hiding little things, not been able to talk more often, weird trips, one of them with a friend and the other one didn't even knew about. Here is when things turn heavy. An even deeper suspicion from my part was growing 3 to 4 months after they started their relationship, to the point that one night, I couldn't stand it more, check her phone, and there it was, messages and messages. That's how I found out she even had seen it twice, saw everything, photos, videos. I also found out she got pregnant from that but didn't work cause it was an ectopic pregnancy. That same night I confronted her, she said she was sorry and everything, cried for hours, tell me she loved me and was so sorry for everything, didn't know what happened and didn't knew when it got too far. I accepted her apologies and we started to go to therapy. At this point a week later I'm still hurt, this being the 6th month of their relationship. We were with her best friend just chilling smoking a joint. GF didn't cause she doesn't like it, and at some point at night we were sleeping together, me and her BF, started touching her and had a little something. I know at this point you may think I'm an a-hole and you'd be right, I've worked so many things in therapy to this day. After that, her BF told her what happened and she got mad, told me she understood that, but got mad nevertheless. The very next weekend she took a flight to see the other guy again. I didn't find that out till like 2 weeks later, and there she goes again with whole "I'm sorry, I love you, I didn't know why I kept doing this. We're still going to therapy, talk this thing trough." From that last encounter she got pregnant again, but same thing, ectopic pregnancy, couldn't work, so needed to take a flight to a private clinic out of town so they could take care of her. It was a really though process to get over that. Few more sessions with the therapist later, we've worked over so many things in our relationship and got better at almost every aspect. I was slowly building up that confidence again and really believed things would work this time and we would get a chance to redeem ourselves. But I had this little unsettling feeling, even though, that, I just couldn't trust her completely yet. Then again, even she changed passwords and everything, I managed to check her phone again, this being a week ago, only to find out that she's still talking to the guy. Their relationship never stopped, talked every day, photos, videos, etc. And never even once stopped, not after the therapy sessions, the progress we made. That very same day I talked with her, tell her it's enough, even tough, I love her and care for her, I just can't stand this any longer, I have zero trust in you, so we should end. This not being a surprise, she started crying again, going over the same stuff she had repeatedly told me every single time I found out she was lying to me and cheating. At this point I'm just standing there, numb. I'm not mad, I'm not sad, just numb, cause in all this time we went to therapy I got over so many things, let go what wasn't my fault and improve in other ways. I guess in that process, since I wasn't receiving what I wanted from my GF, I unconsciously started to get over our relationship. After all the crying, just as I was about to leave her at her house, she had an epilepsy attack, passed out. This is unprecedented, never had one, rush her to the hospital, spent 2 to 3 hours there, head home and stayed the night so I could look after her. Next day make some studies, first diagnosis that, epilepsy attacks, but doctors need more time to evaluate the results and get a more detailed view of the situation so they can give us a treatment. I know she remembers we broke up cause she told me to leave many times, but I just couldn't leave her like that, so I stayed with her for 4 days taking care of her. For anyone that doesn't know about this episodes are very taxing for the body. Now I'm in this position where I know we're together, I guess she knows it too but acts like it didn't happen, and I can't bring that up again, at least for no, in fear that she could have another serious episode that I have to take her again to the hospital. We have another appointment with the therapist this weekend and I'm planning to bring this up, so that with a third party present she can manage better her reaction. I guess the question is, should I keep helping her? I still think I at least owe her that for our years together. Also, she's pregnant right now, went to visit the doctor a few times and everything seems good so far, and this time is mine. Before you say anything about protection, she's had many problems/operations over the years and doctors have stated many times that her chance of pregnancy was really close to zero. We haven't used protection almost our whole relationship. I told her I could be present if she wanted to have the child and everything went out right, but I just didn't want to return to our relationship. I don't know how I can exactly move on from this point. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Do a DNA test before the baby is born. Then make the decision. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Please, move on, you're only 24, get the fuck out of there before she really ruins your life. What an awful relationship. First you cheat. Then she cheats and continues cheating. This is about as shitty and toxic a relationship can get. Y'all don't belong together and the sooner y'all can actually fix y'all's damn selves. Everyone sucks here. Please God, don't bring a child into this shitty toxic cycle. They deserve better and you're just setting it up for a cycle of more abuse. Your child will have their own shitty toxic relationships because of you. You're both really shitty. Neither of you are faithful and it's giving off severe codependent vibes and that shit is toxic. Break TF up. You guys should not be together or with other people. BC, y'all don't know how to act in a relationship. Get a paternity test too, there's no telling if that's actually your kid. Once you get the results, if it isn't yours, then dip TF out of her life and block her. There's literally no reason to stay together if you just keep hurting each other. You'll be a lot happier apart. You both need to heal and grow alone before you even think about being together, but by the time you step away and are more healed, you won't even want to be together, I guarantee it. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.